Okay, when you're ready, lying onto your back, no rush in getting there. You might bend your knees, feet pretty wide on your mat, and swivel your knees side to side. So I don't know how active you've all been during the last few weeks, or if you've done some Pilates at home, but just checking into your lower back and your hips here, making sure you're not in any pain. And then when you feel ready, lower your knees to one side and let them stay there. You can even open your arms out to the sides if that feels good for you. Big breaths in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, swivel your knees to the other side, twisting into your lower back here, mid-back, and opening your hips a little bit. Bringing your knees back to center. Can you hug your right knee in towards your chest and really pull that right knee in towards your center? You can start to flex your right toes if you like. Notice how your hips feel. If it's available for you, extend your right leg up to the ceiling. Hug your right leg in towards your center. Couple of big breaths here. Maybe point and flex your right toes, working into your right ankle. Hugging your leg in a little bit more. Maybe drawing some ankle circles in one direction. Awesome. And the other direction. From here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and flex your right toes. Thread the needle through your left thigh, hug it in. You can even rock side to side if that feels good for you. Pressing your right knee forwards a little bit. Breathing for 3, 2, hug it in as much as you like. 1, and release. Let's try the other side out. Hug your left knee in, flex your left toes, see how that feels. Maybe this is enough today. Extend your left leg up to the ceiling, hug it in. Maybe point and flex your left toes. And when you're ready, maybe some ankle circles, hugging your left leg in a little bit more. And when you're ready, reversing that direction, if you haven't already, hugging your left leg in a little bit more. And now crossing left ankle over right thigh, pressing left knee forwards. Maybe that's already enough. Otherwise, thread needle, hands grab right thigh, hug it in. Rock a little bit side to side if that feels okay. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Untangle your legs. Bring both knees towards your armpits, wide. Draw your tailbone down and rock a little bit side to side. You've probably been standing or gardening or sitting quite a lot these last few weeks. So just making sure legs hips are happy before we get started. And I'm going to rock up and down like a ball a couple of times if that's available for you. Otherwise, just meet us in 4-point kneeling, hugging your knees in, knee to nose, tuck your chin a little bit, rolling up and down through your spine a couple of times, self-massage, then coming all the way up. Come into 4-point kneel, hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, hip distance. If you need to, you can pad your knees with a blanket. Yeah. So finding that neutral pelvis and spine, pressing out of your hands, shoulder slides. So without locking your elbows, spread your finger pads wide and slide your shoulder blades together, then slide them apart. Good, you've got about 8 of these. Awesome. Take your time. There's no rush. So it looks like this if you've forgotten. Your shoulder blades are squeezing together. And if your wrists aren't happy today, you can do everything modified. Standing or on your knees or seated. 2 more. 1 more. Awesome. Find halfway between your shoulder slides for your 4-point kneel. And then we're going to find our Pilates cat-cow. So inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, lower your belly, tilt your tailbone up and broaden your chest. Inhale, center. Neutral. Exhale, round and tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, center. Exhale, broaden chest, lower belly. Inhale, center. Exhale, round. Push out of your hands, dome into your back. We've got a few more of these. Make sure your finger pads are active. When you're ready, come back to center, 4-point kneel, neutral through your spine. Okay, don't move anything else. Lift your right arm forwards, zip up through your belly. Return, left arm. And return. Good, add your opposite leg if you can. Either tapping it or lifting it up to hip height. Level your hips, draw your ribs in. Switch. Go at your own pace. Keep pressing out of your hands, push the floor away, and try to kick the back wall. Create your footprint in your wall. Turn your heel up, toes down. Four more. 3 more. You've got 2 more. And 1 more. Have a little bit of a rest in child shape when you're ready. And you can actually lift your wrists high, coming onto your fingertips. Relieve your wrists if you need, or do anything else. Forehead down if you can. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Come back onto 4-point kneel. Grounding down into your hands and knees. Pad your knees if you need. Okay, we're going to bring a little bit more heat to your practice this evening. So lift your right leg straight behind you and turn your heel down. Heel up, toes down. Good. From here, without dropping into your lower back, level your hips. Lift your leg 8 times up a little bit. Exhale up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now turn your heel in, toes out. So about 45 degrees. Now do the same thing. 8 lifts. Squeeze your glutes. 7. Don't drop into your belly. Nothing else moves. 4 more. Squeeze your glutes. 2, 1. Good. From here, we're going to take 4 tricep dips. So bring your elbows close to you, and your forehead is going to kiss your floor a little bit, maybe not all the way. Come back up. Inhale down. Elbows scrape your ribs. Press back up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 more. And rest it down. Right knee back down. Roll out your wrists if you need. You can do some wrist circles, or you can open and close your hands. Awesome. Going all right? All right, let's give the other side a go. Come back onto hands and knees. Tabletop. Left leg straight back. Level your hips. Lift through your ribs. Kick the back wall. Heel up, toes down. 8 times. Exhale, lift. 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 Flex your foot. Good. Lift. 4, 3. Try not to lean to the right. Good. Heel and toes out. About 45 degrees. Lift. Lift. Squeeze your left glutes. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 tricep dips. You can lower your knee down if you need. Inhale down. Exhale up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Shake out your wrists. Open and close. Do some wrist circles if you need. Beautiful. From here, we're going to step our right foot between your hands. Good. And from here, tuck your back toes. Float your back knee off, using your strong core and pressing into your front foot. Lift your arms and chest. Good. From here, activate your back toes and then bend your back knee. You can have your hands anywhere, especially if your shoulders are tight. You're going to inhale down, bend your back knee, exhale up. Inhale. You've got 8 more. You have 8. Rest those arms if your shoulders are tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Down and hold if you can. Otherwise, keep doing singles. All right, from here, lift your front heel up. Up and down. Up and down. Rest those arms if you need. Up and down. Up and down. 8, 7. Square your hips. Draw your tailbone down. 5. Activate your back toes. 3, 2, 1. We're going to pulse. Press into your front foot. Drag the back toes. Pulse. 12, 11, 10. Get low. 9, 8, 7, 6. Lift your heel if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hands come down. Step back to your knee plank or forearms if you need. So knees, or you can do toes if you really want to. If your wrists are not very happy right now, you are welcome to come onto forearms or even use the wall. Holding. Hold here. Breathe in through nose, out through mouth. Awesome. 3 more breaths. And release back to your child's shape. Roll out your wrists if you need. Awesome. You can even wriggle your hips side to side, whatever feels good for you. All right, are you ready? We're going to try the other side out. Step your left foot through between your hands. Tuck your back toes, checking that your left knee is roughly on top of your ankle. Don't let it fall in. Lift using your strong core and press into your front foot. Float your back knee off. All right, singles. You can lift your arms if you can. Down and up. Down and up. So check that you're not overloading your back knee. You're actually pulling your back toes forwards quite actively and not just sinking down, dropping. It's active movement, thighs scissor together. You've got about 5, 4, 3 more, 2 more. Down and hold. Lift your front heel up and down. You can change the arms if you need, otherwise keep holding them. Square your hips, pull your right hip forwards, left hip back. Draw your tailbone down, neutral. Lifting and lower your front heel. You got this. Get that Pilates burn. Stay low, lower your front heel down. Little pulses. Get low. Hands anywhere. Press into your front foot. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Can you find your plank on knees or toes? You can be on hands or forearms, your choice. Tuck your tail a little bit. Scoop through your center, ribs in, pushing the floor away out of your shoulders. 3 more breaths. When you're ready, slowly sitting into your child's shape. Feel free to do whatever other movements you might need here. Hopefully you're nice and warm now. Alrighty. We're going to come up into ragdoll, forward folding. So take your time, tuck your toes under, find your forward fold. Grab opposite elbows and sway your upper body side to side. And tip your hips forwards a little bit on top of your ankle. Allow your belly to rest down towards your thighs. Let your head be heavy. How tight are the back of your legs feeling today? And when you're ready, release your hands down. Bend your knees a lot. Lengthen your legs a little bit if that's available for you. And then start to roll up slowly. Roll, roll, roll. Notice how your back feels. Take a big shoulder circle at the top. And find your weights. Alright, so I've got some small weights. You can do everything without weights as well. You can even use books, cans of beans, water bottles, whatever feels right for you. Great to see everyone's got something, I think, this evening. Great. To start with, we're going to lift weights forwards with knuckles going up towards the ceiling. So ground down into your feet, finding neutral pelvis and spine, ribs draw in. Lift arms up in front to shoulder height. Come back down. Good. So these aren't huge weights. We're not looking to fatigue too quickly, but looking for that controlled movement without swaying your body. So really zip up through your center. What might help is, as you find it difficult, so whatever movement is difficult for you, that's when you can exhale. So for me, exhaling to lift. Inhale down. Growing tall through your spine. Good. We're here for a little bit. Notice if you're wanting to sway your body. 3 more. 2. Up and hold. Good, hold it forwards, draw your tailbone down. Hold it, keep reaching. ribs in. We're gonna transition into bicep curls, but we're gonna bend knees into a squat or chair shape, as you might hear it being called. So, knuckles down, bend your knees. Your feet could be hip distance or together. Just don't let your knees do this. Bow in, yeah? So, activate, sit back and down, and check into that lower back here. So, tuck a little bit if you need. Good. From here, curl in, inhale, release. Exhale, inhale. Good, keep going. The further you sit down, the harder this is gonna be. Good. Keep going. Broaden your chest. Squeeze your forearms. Keep your elbows close. You've got this. If you can, keep your neck in line with your spine. So you'll notice sometimes I look up towards you guys to see you. But if you can, keep your head in line, really long neck. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your arms. Turn your weights up towards the ceiling. You're gonna lift one arm, squeeze your tricep, lower. Squeeze your other arm. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good, keep going. So I'll just show you we're working on the back of your arm here. Squeeze up actively, even if you don't have big weights. You should be feeling this soon. Lift a little bit higher if you can. And instead of letting your arm go out to the side, keep your elbow close to you. Sit down a little bit more if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way to standing. Well done. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, remember you can change or drop your weights at any time. All right, ground down into your feet. Shoulders released. Knuckles out to the sides. Lift arms up. From here, turn your weights up to the ceiling. Find a bend in your elbows. Release arms long. Turn knuckles. Come back down. Open, flip, squeeze, release, down. Open, flip, squeeze, release, down. Keep going. Go at your own pace. We all have different weights, so working with what you can and really focusing on making your movements as smooth as possible. How are those arms feeling? Really reach out to the sides of the room. Good, and keep your shoulders away from your ears. You've got 3 more roughly. Take a big shoulder roll when you're ready. Ooh, shake it out, shake it out. All right, we're actually going to do variations of arms that we've just done. So coming back to our first one, lift this time straight up in line with your shoulders, zip up through center, open out to the sides, draw a circle, draw in the opposite direction, then come back and lower. Lift, open, circle, both directions, come back and lower. Good, keep going, you got this. Lift. Your shoulders are gonna get so strong and we're working on shoulder stability here. Good, and your core's actually working isometrically, holding you still. You don't have to do a million crunches to get your core to work. Good, circle, circle. Oh, don't know about you, my arms are starting to feel it. Circle, You've got about 3 more. Use your breath in through nose, out through mouth, especially when it's difficult. You're doing good. Release your shoulders away from your ears if they've started to creep up. Last one. And coming back down. Roll out your shoulders a little bit. Okay. The next one, doing some bicep curls to triceps. So we're going to combine the 2 movements that we did and still do chair. So find your chair shape, sit down, curl in, and then kick it back. Lengthen your arms. Curl in and release. So here your palms come inwards towards you, and then you're going to turn and squeeze up with those weights. Good. And then bring it in and release it down. Turn your fingers, curl in, release back, bring it in and down. So your knuckles are down to start with, and you bring your palms towards your shoulders, and then you turn your palms up to the ceiling, squeeze your triceps. Good. Then you bend your elbows, knuckles are up towards the ceiling, and then release. Good. So that's 1, kick, back, and down. Got a few more to go. Make it as even as you can. Good. Looking pretty good. Try not to keep your arms too wide, so keep your elbows close to you. Yeah, and really bring your forearm in. Good. When you kick back, keep your elbow close to you and try and roll that shoulder back a little bit. Sit down a little bit more if you can. Awesome. You've got 3 left. And rest up when you're ready. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, with or without weights. Coming to our next shape, standing tall, ground down into your feet. Shoulders back, released. Elbows bend. Gonna do a side raise. Elbows come up. Good. Ribs in, tailbone down. Lift. Good. So your arms are like goal posts. Bring it back and elbows in. Good. Keep going. So this one, not very muscle heavy, but shoulder girdle stabilizing. Core working hard to keep you still. Notice if one arm wants to move faster. Unless there's any injuries, always being mindful and making adjustments where needed. 3 more. 2. 1. And resting down, shoulder roll. Beautiful. From here, keep your elbows really close to your sides. Weights up. Rotate out as far as you can. Rotate back to center. Out and in. Good, so this is option 1. We're going to see if we can combine some legs here. So, shift your weight to your right leg and turn your right foot out slightly. I'm going to do what's called a curtsy lunge. We haven't really done this one together before. We're going to see if we can combine arms and legs, but I'll show you the curtsy lunge. I'm going to step your left leg back on a bit of an angle, and then you're going to bend your knees, come back. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Give it a try. Join in when you're ready. And if you can, you start doing your arms. In and out. Get nice and low with those legs. So it looks a little bit like this. Curtsy, get as low as you can. Really squeeze through that right glute there. Yeah. You've got 8 and in, 7 and in, 6, 5. How's that right? Good. 4, 3, 2. Down and hold. Pulse your legs, just your legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Shake it all out. All right, we've got overhead presses. So just start with arms and then we'll add curtsy into the other side. Elbows high, press up and down. Exhale. Good. See how your shoulders are feeling. If you feel ready, add the curtsy lunge to the other side. Up. How low can you go? Make sure your knees stay happy, please. So here, your front knee, front toes are slightly turned out. Your body will go, your torso will turn a little bit, and that's okay. Then you come back to center. 8 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Whew, shake it all out. Okay, from here, we're gonna come into reverse lunges. If you can, hold on to your weights. Less arms down, more legs. Reverse lunge. Step your left leg back and bend your knees 90-90. But this time, option 1 is to tap your left toes back in. Option 2, reverse lunge. Bend 90-90. Lift up your left knee. Balance. Good. Hold still there. Keep going. Whichever one that works for you today. Slow and control. Your front knee isn't waving around when you go down. You're dragging your back toes actively. Maybe finding your balance challenge there if you can. You've got about 8 more. Good. Try not to swing it too much, and your right knee, press it out towards your second or third toe a little bit more. Good. You can drop those weights if you need. And if your back knee's a little bit sensitive today, you don't have to go down very low. All good. You've got about 3, 2, up and hold your balance. Hold your balance wherever you are. Maybe a little tap off the floor, maybe really high lift with your left leg. Holding. Grow tall. If you can, open your arms somewhere. Balance. If you can, lift your arms overhead. Balance. Three, 2, 1, release. Ooh, shake it out. Ankle circles in your right leg. Well done. Let's try the other side out. Reverse lunge, right leg back, left leg forwards. Take your choice. Step it back. Maybe a tap. Maybe a lift. Your choice. Good. In your reverse lunge, keep your chest tall. Draw your tailbone straight down if you can. And when you lift your knee up, use your lower abdominals. So imagine if you were trying to balance a book on your thigh. You're going to try and scoop your tail under a little bit. Use your lower abs to help you. Awesome. Press your left knee out a little bit towards your third left toe. Good. You've got about 3 left. Up and hold. Hold it here. Maybe just a little lift or a big lift, tailbone down. Both sides of your waist long. Maybe open your arms, test out your balance. Maybe lift your arms up to the ceiling. All right, rest down, shake it out. Nice job. All right, shake out your ankles, maybe draw some circles. The next thing we're gonna try is a single leg deadlift, and there's a balance component to it again. You just need one weight. One weight. Your weight goes on the floor to start with. Test out your balance first, and then you add the weight if it goes okay for you. See how you go. It's all good. If you get a little bit wobbly, that's okay. Stand tall and shift your weight to your right leg. Step your left leg back. From here, grow tall through your spine. Soften your right knee, and you're going to hinge, long line, long hinge, and you're going to try and reach down towards your small weight and kick your back leg up. And then if you can, you hold on to your weight, and then you come back up, tap your toe down towards the floor. You know, lower down with or without your weight. Level your hips, tap your toe. Good. So this is option to keep doing this. If you like, you can balance more, lifting your knee up, pushing your weight to the ceiling, then lowering back down. You can lift your knee, lift your weight, then come back down. Awesome. So you can have your weight in both hands, that will help. And it's kind of in front of your chest. Yeah, awesome. So really push that weight to the ceiling if you're taking that option. And you don't have to lift your back leg very high. You've just got 2 more on this side. You're doing a great job. And when you're ready, resting down, shake out this side. Let's try out the other side. So with or without weights, you can test it out without weights first. Right leg back, left foot forwards, grow tall through your spine, level your hips. Bend into your front knee a little bit, prepare. Maybe grabbing that weight, then tapping back down. So you're trying to move up and down in that long line, and maybe you lift your knee, maybe you lift your weight up to the ceiling. Awesome. Please take any other options you need. If you need to hold on to a chair or use a wall, all good. Weight is optional. You've got about 2 more. And have a little bit of a rest when you're ready. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, awesome job. We're going to come to kneeling when you're ready, but maybe grabbing some water if you need, and then patting your knees if you need. So I've got a little blanket for my knees. See how you go. If kneeling is not for you, you can do it standing or seated. But we're going to try and challenge our core and our quads a little bit, so see how you go. So, coming to low kneel is an option, or sitting cross-legged. Weights close by if you can. You can do it all without weights as well. Low kneel. weights in front to high kneel. Good. So low to high, low to high. Option, lift your arms. Good. Now if your knees aren't very happy, you can stay in high kneel and just lift your arms up and down. Yeah? Or you can stay in low kneel and just do the arms. You've got 8 more. Low to high. You can hold your arms out the whole time if you want. That's a little bit harder. Yes, good job. You can tuck your toes if that helps you. You've got about 2. And lift all the way up, coming into high kneel. Zip up through your belly. Tuck your toes under, if that's available for you. Okay, from here, we're gonna bend the elbows close to you. And this time, we're gonna go up and down. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Tuck your tail under a little bit. Ribs in. This is option 1. You can do this seated cross-legged. Option, lean back. Now your quads are engaging and your core's got to work a lot harder. Do little controlled movements rather than big swings. 4 more. 3, good job. 2, 1. Hold your weights close to your chest. We're going to go back, hinging. Inhale back. Exhale up. Tuck your tail a little bit. Exhale up. Good. If you need a little bit more, you can lift your arms, or you can extend your arms forwards. Now, if this isn't for you, your knees don't like it, you can focus on lifting and leaning back a little bit, or even doing it this way. Yeah? Hinging. That's okay as well, but you get less quads. You've got 4 more. 3. 2. Down and hold if you can. Hold, hold, hold back. Lean back. If you can't hold, keep going singles. Arms only lift. Exhale up. Inhale down. And 7. 6. Try not to swing. 5. Lean back a little bit more. 4. 3. 2. 1. And rest it down. Shake it all out. We have not done that one before together. Shake out your quads. Give those knees a little bit of love if you need. Beautiful. Thanks for giving that a go. What we're going to try and do is come to a seat, and we're going to sit onto your bottom for some water skiers. So this is another ab one. So we did a little bit of abs with the hinging, but this time we're taking that second position, tucking under, curl, and toes touch down if you can. Grow tall, arms in front. Option to hold on to one thigh and then the other thigh. But we're going to come into roll, scoop, scoop, scoop. Take one arm out to the side and look back. Come back, roll up. Open, so scoop, open, come back up. Good, keep going at your own pace. If you find that this position is too tight, you could take your legs wider, longer. You can even cross one ankle over the other, which tends to be a little bit harder, but see how you go, we're all a little bit different. Try and look towards your hand. So you're twisting and you're doing abs. Good. So tuck, slow, reach, and then bring your arm back. come back up tall. Good. How far can you reach back? It's okay, it's not very far. But you're spinning from your ribs back. Good. Can you do 2 more? And then have a little bit of a rest. Coming back up tall, shake out your legs. Okay. You're gonna come onto your forearms. If you can't be on your forearms, you could be on your wrists, so hands pushing, like so. Or you could lie down, but try and work on shoulder stability here, coming onto your forearms. Option 1, toes down, legs glued together. We're gonna swing the legs to one side, let your opposite hip lift, come back to center. Swing to the other side, come back to center. Option 2, extend your legs side to side. Don't drop into your shoulders, keep them lifted. Push out of your forearms. Option 3, lower your legs in a V shape, up and around. Lower, inhale down, exhale up. This is probably the most intense one, but again, depending on how you're going, you choose. Use that exhale to lift your leg up. You've got 6 more. You can do little taps, knee side to side. Two. You're going to lie on your back when you're ready. Lie all the way down, legs up to the ceiling, feet flexed. You can bend your knees if you need. Gonna feel like you're pulling a rope and walking your hands up the rope. So lift your chest, tuck through, zip up, and walk up with your hands. Then come back down. So see if you can walk your hands up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bend your knees if you need. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and lift to 6 if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs all the way up if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex your toes if you can. 6, 5, 4, 3. We've got one more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Arms and legs away from one another, then curl into a big ball. When you're ready, reach arms and legs away from one another. Lift your chest, curl into a big ball, knee towards your nose, hug it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Really scoop through your belly. Your lower back can press into the ground here, if that feels better for you. You have 6 more. Hug. 5. Hug. 4. Hug. 3. Hug. 2. Hug. 1. Hug it in. Release head. Knee circles. Big breaths in and out. Maybe reverse those circles. Awesome. I'm going to flip onto your belly when you feel ready. When you're ready, meet us there. Flipping onto your belly. Wriggle out your hips a little bit. Maybe windscreen wipe your knees side to side. Beautiful. So, option is to start with little baby cobras. Otherwise, we're really going to work your back muscles because we're pretty warmed up by now. Alright, so little baby cobras could look like this. You might even float your hands off. Let's try these a couple of times. Maybe for 4, You can stay here if you need. Check into your lower back. 2, 1. If you can, we're going to increase this a little bit more. Reach your arms out in a big V shape. You're going to lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Hold it here. Can you pulse up and back? Lift your chest. Pulse. Pulse. Lift up and back. Lift. Four, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Wriggle out your hips. Big breaths in and out. Okay, we're going to lift legs only. Hands underneath your forehead. Lift one leg up and down. Lift other leg up and down. Good. Option is both legs go up. Use your exhale to lift. So here, before we worked on our upper and mid back, now we're working on lower back. Keep your hip bones grounded and even. Draw your belly button slightly up, engaging through your core. Activate your legs, peel your thighs off. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out if you need. We're going to combine both movements if you can. Hands come down beside you. And if you can interlace your hands, that is going to be an option. But if not, that's okay. Hands down next to you. Lift your chest, lift your hands, reach your fingers towards your toes, lift your legs, one or both. Good. And then release down. So this is option 1. Option 2, interlace those hands, reach back. Completely optional. You've got a few more of these. You can do single leg or double leg, your choice. You've got 4 more. Up and hold when you're ready. Up and hold wherever you can. If you're doing one leg, waiting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Lift leg higher. 5, 4, 3. Lift chest. 2, 1. Release down. Wriggle your hips. Maybe windscreen wipe your knees side to side. Catch your breath. You can be a big pancake. Or if coming into some cat-cows or a child shape feels good for you, you can come up slowly in your own time. Zip up through center, use hands and knees, press back, and take your options. Some big breaths in and out. And we're going to start to cool down a little bit. Join in whenever you're ready, or you can do any other stretches you need as well. Coming onto all fours if you're ready. And I do a little bit of twisting. So bring your right hand towards your temple, elbow high. Press out of your left hand, twist elbow to elbow. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And try the other side out. Press out of your right hand. Try not to lock that elbow. How much rotation can you get? Keep your hips squared. 2 more. And release, hands down. Step your right foot through between your hands. Lift arms and chest. You can lift arms up or have your hands on your hips. So take your left hip forward, so square your hips, and then bring your front foot forwards a little bit more and feel that stretch in your left hip flexor. Tuck your tailbone down, feel that left hip stretch. If you like, you can take a side bend to the right, double or single arms, your choice. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come upright, hands come down, lengthen your right leg long, flex your right toes up, shift your hips on top of your left knee. So hips stacking, fold forwards, feel that in the back of your right hamstring. For 3, for 2, long spine, for 1. Let's change sides. Switch when you're ready. Left foot forwards, lift up, bring your right hip forwards, square through your hips. Maybe if you've got that space, walk your front foot forwards, checking into your front knee. Tailbone down, feel that in your right hip. Take a side bend to the left if you want. Side bend left. Breathe into your right armpit here, right ribs. 3, 2, 1. Untangle, hands come down, frame the front foot. Shift your hips back on top of your back knee. Flex your left toes up and fold belly towards your thighs. Long spine as you inhale, reach the crown of your head forwards. Exhale, fold and square your hips. Beautiful. One more breath here. Awesome. Bend your front knee, step forwards, forward fold. Roll all the way up. Slow, slow, slow. Big shoulder roll. Lengthen your arms, lift your heels. Expand in all directions for 5. Maybe look up for 4. 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels down. Shake it all out. Give yourself a big clap. Well done, well done. I'll unmute everybody. Awesome job, everybody.